on Africa, he told the crowd during a stop at Angola's National Slavery Museum. Earlier in the day, he met with Angolan President João Lorenzo. Top on the agenda is a multi-billion-dollar rail infrastructure project.
America's listening to Fox News.
The following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
To the wall it is.
The following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
Cedartown High School basketball.
He ducks it. Lays it up. Got it. Yes. Three-pointer try.
Yes. Cedartown wins.
It's time for Cedartown High School Bulldogs basketball. Right here on WGAA 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to courtside for today's action.
Welcome into this edition of Cedartown High School Lady Dogs basketball on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big AA. Along with my broadcast partner Sam Branch, Andrew Carter here for the region opener for both the Lady Dogs and Bulldogs. The Allatoona Lady Buccaneers just had their lineups introduced. They're wearing gray uniforms with red numbers and letters. Cedartown Lady Bulldogs in their home whites. Asia Ware getting the start for the Lady Bulldogs tonight. Kinsley Boozer also getting the nod for the Lady Bulldogs. Haven Barclay, number 11, the guard senior. Camille Solomon, the freshman, the talented freshman. And also number 14, Charlie Todd getting the start for the Lady Bulldogs tonight as well. Lady Bulldogs playing well. They played in their last ball game in the tournament at Gordon Central, picked up the win against Gordon Central for their first win of the season. Lady Bulldogs facing a Lady Allatoona squad, and it's currently 1-4. So two 1-4 squads battling each other in their first region matchups. The last matchup, common opponents, Lady Dogs lost 46-31 to Darlington, and Allatoona lost 62-17. Here's the tip, and here's Sam Branch to tell you all about it.
Thank you, Andrew Carter. And Allatoona wins the opening tip, and it will be number 1, Anna Delolivier with it. Loose ball. Haven Barclay got a hold of it for a moment, then it's passed ahead. Allatoona will regain possession, but Kinsley Boozer is right there with her in the Buccaneers backcourt. It'll be D. Oliveira for the Buccaneers, trying to work it into the middle of the floor. They've got a jump ball called very quickly as Cedartown's Camille Solomon tied it up with number 14, Anna Chapman. So it will be the Olivier Chapman. You've also got Rena Ritchie as well as Skylar Tiggs on the floor for the Buccaneers. Top of the key for the Lady Dogs, it'll be Asia Ware. She's going to work to the left side now to Haven Barclay. Barclay working off the near side wing. If you are listening radio only, Cedartown working from right to left on your radio dial. Back to the top of the key to Solomon. Now they're going to go to the right side, and they're going to get a travel on Solomon, and she did just barely pick up that pivot foot as she was trying to move the ball around to the right side. So Cedartown turns it over in their first possession of the ball game, and the Buccaneers will get it back with 7:14 remaining here in the opening period.
Two teams that have kind of had similar starts, Sam. See how they are able to fare here against this team, and that's going to be off the foot of Barclay. No stoppage of play called.
Olivier with it's going to try to drive, throw up a little sidearm shot. No good. Rebound on the backside by
Asia Ware.
Yep, Asia Ware picks up the rebound for the Lady Dogs. Gives it ahead to Solomon. They're going to go all the way ahead underneath the basket. Charlie Todd with it off the glass. No good. Gets her on rebound. Barclay the putback. It's no good. Rebound was made by Boozer, and it's no good. And we've got a travel called as Allatoona was trying to get possession of the loose basketball, and it'll be Cedartown basketball.
Didn't get a chance to say this earlier, Sam, but it was Asia Ware who got the block of the shot over there and was able to get the ball back. And here's a three-pointer try from Solomon. It's long and no good, and the rebound goes to the Lady Buccaneers.
So it'll be Day Olivier with it. She's going to work to the right side. Coming on the wing, they try to go back to the top of the key, and it's Boozer with the steal. She'll bring it down the floor, middle of the paint, drives lane, up off the glass. Contested shot, but it was good there from Kinsley Boozer, and she puts the Lady Dogs on the board, and Cedartown has the early lead, 2-0. And we've got a foul called after the basket. It's going to be
on number, they say number 1, but
that's very confusing there.
Extremely confusing.
At any rate, it's Allatoona basketball on the left side. It'll be Tiggs with it. Now she's going to come back near side to Ritchie. Ritchie off the wing. They'll try to work it back to the top of the key. Now they'll give it onto the baseline. It's number 5. She's going to come back outside. That pass broken up. They were trying to get it back to Ritchie, and Haven Barclay was there for the steal.
I think they had to call that foul on their number 1 because we don't have a number 1.
We do not have a number 1. You are correct. Inbounds pass will come from the baseline. They'll try to work it out to the perimeter. A quick catch and shoot there. A long 2, no good, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Cedartown. It'll remain Buccaneers basketball. So once again, the Buccaneers will inbound it from the baseline. They'll go back to the perimeter. A shot, this one is blocked. Allatoona comes away with the loose basketball, and we've got a tie-up again. It was Camille Solomon that got a hand on it for the block.
And then got in there for the jump balls to tie it up and forcing the turnover back to Cedartown.
So Lady Dogs, no. It'll be Allatoona basketball. They originally signaled Cedartown basketball, but they'll reverse the decision after consulting with the possession arrow, and the Buccaneers will have it back. Inbounds pass goes to the left side into the corner, now to the wing. They'll go back to the corner. Going to work it back to the wing. They'll work around to the top of the key. A three-pointer on the way from straightaway center. Missed left, no good. Kinsley Boozer gets the rebound. Goes ahead to Haven Barclay all by herself. Lays it in off the left side. The basket is good, and Cedartown is out to a 4-0 lead here with 5.5 minutes left to go in the first period.
You'd like to see that for Haven Barclay, to the senior leader on this team, able to get the second basket, and she's going to almost force a turnover, and she does. No, they get it back, and now she's going to be loose in the backcourt, and it is going to be turned over, Sam.
Kinsley Boozer with it. It's going to drive. The basket is good. The whistle there for the foul, and Boozer with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Foul is going to be on number 1, Anna De Oliveira. I think that's her second foul.
So Boozer will head to the free throw line. Lady Dogs on top, 6-0, trying to make it 7-0. The free throw attempt is up, and it is good. 7-0 your score, 5:09 left to play here in the first period. Lady Dogs on top. Number 1 for the Buccaneers will bring it down the floor, working on the far side of the court. They tried to go underneath, and a steal by Solomon. Solomon goes ahead to Boozer. Boozer on the right side. She's going to go back to Solomon. The shot was up and no good, just short. Underneath the rim there. Loose ball steal. Solomon trying to corral it in the backcourt. It is going to go tiptoeing is Kinsley
That
Boozer.
was unbelievable.
On 1 foot, a three-point from Barclay, no good. Boozer, though, with the rebound, and she's fouled.
Kinsley Boozer hopping the out-of-bounds line to get away from the coverage. The foul was called on number 5, Sophie McCurrack. Third team foul for the Buccaneers. But, man, I'm telling you what, and here comes Charlie Todd out of the ball game as Anna Kate Bussey checks in. But what a great play by the Lady Bulldogs there.
Good to see Bussey back in action as well. Bussey gets the inbound. Going to work it back to the middle of the floor. Now they'll go to the corner. A 3 on the way from Solomon. It is just long. Barclay, though, there for the backside rebound, and the putback is good.
9-0 the score. Now Cedartown on top.
It'll be number 1 for the Buccaneers, top of the key. Going to try to go underneath. They'll get it to the baseline, running the low post. Now they'll come back outside the perimeter on the near side wing. It's Ritchie with it. They'll try to work it back to the baseline. Ritchie has to go back outside with it, top of the key. Now they'll come back downside again. Ritchie, they're trying to get the look for the 3. They get it, but the shot is no good, and Haven Barclay comes away with the rebound. Barclay for the Lady Dogs goes ahead to Boozer. Boozer weaving through the defense. The shot is up, and they're going to get her for a double before she got the shot off. So Cedartown will turn it over with 3:57 left to play here in the first, and a 9-0 run so far for this Lady Dogs team to open up region play here at home against the Buccaneers of Allatoona High School.
I love to see it. Chastity Washington checks in for Camille Solomon.
Olivier with it at the top of the key. Going to work to her left side. Tries to go around. Gets double teamed. Has to pass it over to the left side to Tiggs. Tiggs with it. Now working to the middle of the floor, and they're going to get her for a travel as well.
Yep, she leaped in the air and came down on her feet, and as soon as she landed, that was That was the call. It appears this Allatoona team very similar to Cedartown maybe a couple years ago when we had nothing but freshmen and sophomores. They look to be a very young team.
Boozer top of the key, left side, they'll go to Barclay. Barclay on the wing, back to the top of the key to Ware. Ware back to Barclay, fires a three, no good off the back of the iron. Rebound though by Kinsley Boozer, and the putback is good.
11-0 start for this Lady Bulldogs team here in their opening game of region play here at home.
Boozer doing it on both sides of the court. Allatoona trying to work the perimeter, a three on the way, it was well short. Rebound taken there by Allatoona. The putback is no good, and Bussey comes away with the rebound. She'll give it ahead to Chastity Washington, far side. Now they'll come near side to Barclay. What a pass, what a shot, what a finish for the Lady Dogs, and it's 13-0. Timeout on the floor. We're going to take it with them. We'll be back after this 30-second break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Welcome back. 3:03 to play here in the first period. Lady Bulldogs, it's been all them here in the opening few minutes of this ball game. 13-0 as the Lady Bulldogs have really had their way with Allatoona to this point. And Allatoona finally called the time, and they will have the ball in the inbounds pass.
The Buccaneers check it in to D'Olivier. She's going to try to work it across half court, brings it across the timeline, working to her right, near side, gets double teamed by Barclay and Boozer. Barclay comes away with the loose ball, gives it ahead to Ware. Ware will go to the right side with Solomon. The shot is up and good. And again, a chance at a three-point play for the Lady Dogs as Camille Solomon is fouled on the shot.
Number 4 looks like Skyly Tiggs picks up the foul, and Camille Solomon, the freshman, heads to the free throw line.
Ritchie is going to check back into the ballgame for the Buccaneers. The and one on the way from Solomon. It is up, and it is no good. Off to the left side, rebound taken by the Buccaneers. It'll be D'Olivier. She gets double teamed there by Solomon and Boozer in the backcourt. In a lot of trouble, out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Dogs. It'll remain Allatoona basketball. They'll get it right in front of their bench, but you'd love to see the aggressive defensive stand there from this Cedartown squad. The inbound pass again. Boozer picks her up in the backcourt. Still, they'll double team her there, but she dribbles through it. She's going to charge. The little floater, can't get that one to go. Rebound taken by Haven Barclay. Barclay pushes it ahead, goes to Boozer. Boozer almost outruns it. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Dogs as she was trying to save it. It'll be Allatoona basketball. Good idea there. Just got the pass a little in front of her. It's also maybe a smidgen late. Allatoona still trying to dribble through the double team. They do break the timeline. Loose ball over the left side. Lost out of bounds by Ritchie. Cedartown basketball.
I'll tell you, Sam, Cedartown kind of picking up where they left off before Thanksgiving at that Gordon Central tournament. That final game they played against Gordon Central, and they played extremely well. They're playing well right now against a team that hasn't had the best year.
Barclay goes to the baseline to Asia Ware. Off the glass, no good. Rebound, Anna Kate Bussey. The putback is no good. Boozer with the rebound and the putback, and it is good.
17 zip here with 1:55 to play.
They'll try to come to the left side with it. Right side, near side. Asia Ware knocked it out of bounds. They were trying to work it over to... I can't read that handwriting.
What number was it?
32.
32.
What's your guess? Into the corner, a three on the way, no good.
I would say Embryo Bakare.
Camille Solomon tried to grab the loose ball rebound, but it was right on the out-of-bounds line on the far sideline, and she goes out of bounds with it, so it'll be Allatoona basketball. So a gift to the Buccaneers as Chastity Washington checks in, as well as Charlie Todd. Kinsley Boozer and Anna Kate Bussey will get a rest.
You know, it's good to see we've got these players back from injured list, and it's causing us to be able, now we got a quick foul called. It'll be the first foul called on Cedartown. It's going to be on Washington. But, you know, we've got the personnel to where we can kind of sub out and give some of our girls some time on the bench to get some rest time. And that's something we really haven't had the past
A
couple
steal
of games.
by Charlie Todd. They'll push it ahead. Left side is going to be Chastity Washington. Wheat side up off the glass. No good. Rebound Haven Barclay. That one was short. Rebound taken there by the Buccaneers. So a chance for the Lady Dogs, but it was a missed chance. And Allatoona is going to have another chance that's missed as they turn it over right in front of the Cedartown bench. A bad pass. Out of bounds, Cedartown basketball. Asia Ware will check it into Camille Solomon. Solomon for the Lady Dogs. Brings it across the timeline. Now going to work to the left side to Barclay. Barclay back to her right. Now back to the left on the wing. A three on the way from Solomon. In and out, no good. That one looked good, but it just would not rattle home. And it's still in the backcourt by Chastity Washington. Washington to Todd. Todd to Ware. A three on the way. Just short off the front of the iron. No good. And it is going to be out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Dogs.
Asia had a good look at that three-pointer, but it unfortunately did not fall. If that's probably the only negative part we've seen in this ballgame so far. We haven't had too many opportunities from three, but none made so far.
Olivier with it, brings it across the timeline, and try to work it into the high post, but it's still there by Ware. Ware's going to push it ahead all by herself off the glass, and that one is nice and easy, 19-0. Lady Dogs clicking on all cylinders here in the first 8 minutes of play. The Buccaneers across the timeline. Going to work to the right side. Washington picks her up there, disrupts the pass, but they come away with it. Loose ball now picked up by Todd.
How about this
Todd
defense?
goes ahead to Camille Solomon. Solomon going to work to the left into the lane. Asia Ware wide open underneath the basket, makes it count. Give the assist there to Solomon, and it is 21-0 here in the first period. Lady Dogs on top of the Buccaneers. Day Olivier with it. High post, left side now, going to work off of the wing. High arcing two, no good, and Asia Ware comes away with the rebound. And that's going to do it for the first 8 minutes. Cedartown 21, Allatoona nothing. The Lady Dogs pitching a shutout to open up region play here at the Doghouse. We'll be back after this break here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network, the Big AA.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
We are back as Allatoona just coming off the bench as we begin the second period of play. Cedartown, more like a football score, 21-0 lead over Allatoona. And we are underway, and Cedartown has the ball.
Kinsley Boozer with it for the Lady Dogs at the Bulldog logo. Going to work to the right side. They go to Washington. Washington off the wing. Top of the key to Ware. We're seeing what the Allatoona defense is going to give them. They go to Boozer now. Boozer off of the wing. They'll go back to the top of the key into Washington. Washington goes to Charlie Todd. Todd working off the wing. The big senior center for the Lady Dogs. We've got a timeout on the floor. Let's take it with them. We'll be back after this short break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Georgia needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Chastity Washington with it on the wing on the left side out of the timeout. Asia Ware going to try to drive from the top of the key. Has it knocked away. Charlie Todd tracks down the loose ball. They go to Ware. Ware to Washington. Washington going back to Ware on the right side, and that will be a shot clock violation. And it will be Allatoona basketball. Some frustration there out of Asia Ware. but that's okay.
Well,
You'll learn from that one.
Well, I think we didn't realize that the shot clock didn't reset out of that timeout, so we didn't have as much time as we
you only
might
had
have thought.
15, and we've got a foul called, and this one's going to be on Kinsley Boozer. Just the second team foul on the Cedartown Lady Dogs, and Boozer's first. Cedartown playing extremely well to open up region play here at home. The inbounds pass goes to DeOlivier. They'll go to the corner. A three that was off the side of the backboard, and it was out of bounds. Last touch by Allatoona Cedartown basketball.
I'm not sure how that's not an automatic turnover, but...
Well, we've seen a couple of those already that they have not called this season. I'm not sure if the official just did not have a good look on it or what the issue was. Now, Envy Spoon comes out of the game, as well as Camille Solomon, as Anna Kate Bussey checks back in. Haven Barclay back in as well. Boozer with it, left side to Washington. Chastity with it, going to go over to Barclay. Barclay working off the wing, top of the key, now to the left. They'll go to Boozer, Boozer to Bussey. Bussey, the give and go back to Boozer, high off the glass, and that one is good. That's the shot that we know Kinsley Boozer can hit, that she was having a lot of trouble with in the beginning of the season, but it seems like she started to settle into her groove.
Yeah, she really started to come into it when she was when we were playing against Gordon Central last week, and really looking good.
Loose ball picked up there by Haven Barclay. The steal by Barclay. They go ahead to Boozer. Boozer's going to push it ahead. That one's off the back of the glass, and that one is good. 25-0.
Vintage
Kinsley Boozer, 13 points on the night so far, and we're only in the second period. Olivier with it, trying to work off of the screen. They couldn't get it set, so she has to come back towards the top of the key. Going to try to go around Washington. Gets around Washington, tries to get around Bussey, drives the lane. The floater is up and no good. Loose ball picked up by Allatoona, and that's their first basket of the afternoon. It came from number 5, I believe, for the Buccaneers. And so the Allatoona Buccaneers are just now getting on the board with about 6 minutes left on the clock, and it's 25-2 here in the second period. Boozer with it, going to work to the right side. Far side of the court, now back to the middle. Now to the left side, near side, a three-pointer on the way from Barclay. In and out, no good. Rebound taken by the Buccaneers.
Almost went in.
DeOlivier with it, trying to go coast to coast. Throws up a hope and a prayer, doesn't get it to land, and it's out of bounds.
Oh.
And they are going to give it to the Buccaneers. That was a very close play on the out of bounds there at the baseline. But it will be Buccaneers basketball.
Naomi Spoon and Isabella Ross are coming to the ball game.
The inbounds pass from just inside the three-point line, and that one is good again from number 5 for the Buccaneers, and it's 25-4. So the Lady Dogs giving up back-to-back baskets. Although you've got a big lead, you want to come down and answer here. Over to the right side, we'll go to Boozer. Boozer with it, working off the wing, back to the top of the key into Washington. Washington feeds, now back to the outside with a foot on the line. Boozer in and out, no good. Loose ball, and Rosser comes away with the rebound. She gives it to Barclay. Barclay to Washington. The shot from Chassie, oh, in and out, no good. Naindi Spoon comes away with the rebound. She goes to Rosser. The shot is up and no good. Picked up now by the Buccaneers. DeOlivier loses it in traffic. A steal by Haven Barclay. Barclay goes ahead to Boozer. Boozer's fouled, no call. Gets the on rebound and puts it back, doesn't matter. Kinsley Boozer not giving up on it. 27-4 is your score. Lady Dogs on top.
This is outstanding by the Lady Bulldogs here tonight.
Richie off of the wing, trying to work it into the corner. They do so. Now they'll come back to Richie on the wing. Swinging around back into the corner right in front of the Bulldog bench. The three was short. Rebound taken by the Buccaneers. Now she'll kick back out to Richie. Richie with it, working off the wing. They've got to come back to the near side. Another three on the way. That shot is no good. And Chastity Washington comes away with the board.
Oh, they're going to say it was out of bounds on Washington. I thought it was going to be a force out there by the Buccaneers, but not so much was the call. So the Bucks are going to get a turnover here.
Washington will come out of the ball game. So now you've got Bussey, Barclay, Boozer, Naimvi Spoon, and Isabella Rosser. Inbounds, far side. A three on the way. That one is no good. In and out of the hands of Cedartown, and it'll be Allatoona basketball. All kind of opportunities here for the Buccaneers with 4:08 remaining in the first half. The inbounds will come from the baseline. They'll check it in left side now. Working up to the wing, into the corner. Took her eyes off of it. Almost lost it. Dribbles through traffic. The shot is up and no good. Naimvi Spoon had the rebound. Lost it out of bounds. and it was knocked away by Allatoona, but I guess they're going to say that Nyenvy touched it before it went out.
I don't know what they saw, but that's not what happened.
Inbounds will come from DeOlivier on the baseline. She'll check it in. And there's a steal by Haven Barclay. Goes ahead to Boozer. Kinsley Boozer with it on the right side. Shot contested, foul. No call, but the basket is good anyways, 29-4. They are giving the Buccaneers a lot of leeway in the contact department on the other end of the floor. A bad pass picked up there by Barclay. Haven Barclay will drive it ahead, the right side. The lay-in, and that one is good. Haven Barclay kisses it off the glass to make it 31-4. 3:30 left to play here in the second. DeOlivier with it on the right side, coming near side now. They'll go back to DeOlivier. Working off the wing. She goes all the way to the other end of the floor, or other side, I should say, to Tiggs. Ritchie now into the corner. A three on the way, and that one is good. 31-7 your score.
From behind the baseline, too, behind the basket, able to kind of angle that in there. It's a pretty good shot there for the Bucks.
Boozer, right side to Barclay. Barclay working off the wing, back to the top of the key to Anna Kate Bussey. Bussey to Spoon. Spoon working off the left wing, goes into the corner to Rosser. Rosser brings it back to the middle of the floor. They'll give it to Barclay to Boozer. Boozer back to Barclay. Interrupted for a moment. Barclay from the free throw line, dribbles in, makes it count. Had it knocked away, got the loose ball, turned and made a good offensive play on it, and it's 33-7. Another steal by the Lady Dogs. This time it's Boozer. Boozer to the left side to Barclay. Barclay, the weak-sided lay-in is good, and it's 35-7. Lady Dogs hitting everything that they throw up right now.
I mean, this is just what you've wanted all season long from this team.
Ritchie working from the wing near side. They're going to try to work into the corner. They do so. They'll go back to Ritchie. Ritchie wing. Next top of the key. They'll come back to the right side. That one is off the iron. No good. Rebound taken by Haven Barclay in the corner. Barclay's going to try to dribble out of trouble. She does so. Brings it up the floor for the Lady Dogs. Over to the left side to Boozer. Boozer working off of the wing now. Boozer goes to Rosser. Rosser in the corner. A lot of good defense there. Has to give it up to Spoon. Spoon starts to the left, comes back to the right side. Now they've got Bussey to Boozer. Boozer, a three from the corner, just long. Rebound taken by the Buccaneers. In transition, DeOlivier trying to drive the paint. Has to go back outside to the perimeter. A wing shot, no good. Rebound taken by Anna Kate Bussey. 90 seconds left in this opening half, and I don't think you could have asked for another or a better 16 minutes worth of basketball for this Lady Dog squad. 35-7 your score. Cedartown on top, a three on the way from Boozer. Rosser rushing in with the rebound. The putback, it's no good, but then they just throw it back up and it is good.
Who do you give that to?
I don't know. We'll definitely give Isabella Rosser the rebound. We'll give her the putback as well.
We'll take it.
Ritchie tries to go back to DeOlivier, almost broken up there by Boozer. They go back to Ritchie trying to work it into the corner, and it's off of her hands. Too hot to handle. So it'll be Cedartown basketball with 57.1 left.
They've yet to put that basket on the board. Now they have.
Probably as confused as we were.
They were trying to figure out who to give it to, I suppose.
A 30-point lead for this Lady Dog squad. Left side, Rosser. Rosser back to the top of the key to Solomon. Solomon to Ware. Ware fakes the three, drives in. The pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound taken by Rosser. Rosser out to Solomon. Solomon, a three. Good look from Solomon. Gets it to go.
40-7. 30 seconds to go in this first half.
A three on the way, no good. A long two on the way, and that one does land. 39-9. Excuse me, 49.
That's no good. Rebound taken by Bussey, goes out of bounds with 12 seconds to go here.
Bussey will check it in from the far sideline. The inbounds will go to Asia Ware. Ware working off the wing, tries to drive, has to stop, and they will get her for the travel. She had to get rid of it while she was in midair, and she failed to do so. So when she came down, she gets called for the travel. But it'll only be with 9 clicks on the clock. DeOlivier, left to right. Pull-up jumper, no good. Loose ball. That should be time, and it is. The first half is in the books, and the Lady Dogs, in dominating fashion here to open region play, have a 40-9 lead over the Allatoona Buccaneers. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and talk about this first half, preview the second half, and also take a look at the boys' game coming up. You're listening to Cedartown High School basketball here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Livewire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Well, it's about as easy as a first half as you can imagine. Lady Bulldogs were really playing great, and as I mentioned before, kind of continuing their success when they played the home team of that Gordon Central tournament last week before Thanksgiving. I mean, they're just everything going right. Defensively, forcing turnovers, getting rebounds on the other end, getting offensive rebounds when need be. But a lot of our shots, I'd say we're probably over 50% of our shots made from attempted. And the Lady Dogs are just they're just rolling tonight, Sam. 40-9 here at halftime.
Kinsley Boozer leading the scoring effort so far for this Lady Dog squad. She's got 17 on the night. You've got Haven Barclay with 12 points, Camille Solomon with 5, Asia Ware with 4, and Isabella Rosser. We gave her the 2 because, well, we don't know who the basket would have been. It could have been for Rosser or Spoon. We gave it for Rosser since she had the rebound there. But going back to your point, Andrew, I can confirm your suspicion. Cedartown Lady Dogs shooting 54% from the floor, 72% from free throw or from 2-point range, 10%, only 10% from the 3-point range, but they're also 1 for 2 from the stripe. So the Lady Dogs have been playing extremely well. They also have 18 rebounds on the night. They actually have a few more than that. There were a few that I missed during some offensive possessions down there where we had 3 or 4 shots and rebounds back-to-back that I just couldn't get. So you're looking at 20-plus rebounds on the night. You're looking at shooting 54% from the floor. And, your leading scorer, two girls already in double figures with Boozer and Barclay, both 17 and 12 respectively. But you're right. We've done a lot of things the right way tonight. And one thing that you have seen or heard, depending on how you're viewing this game or listening to this game tonight, we don't have the issue of breaking the press because they're not pressing.
No.
And that's something that Cedartown has struggled with, but there's also not been a lot of chances for them to press with only 9 points on the board.
You're right. And honestly, I remember a couple of years ago when this Lady Dogs team
looks like what Allatoona's
looking like right now. I'm not 100% sure what their age range is, but I can tell you right now that they look young. And Sam may have that information up here from Max Preps, but they appear to be a young team with not much depth, and that's something that we have we have dealt with over the years. Looks like, sophomore, junior, sophomore, one senior, just two seniors, three seniors. So only three seniors on this Allatoona team, and not that many players on their active roster. So, you're playing well against the team you should be playing well against, and that's what the Lady Bulldogs have done. They played Gordon Central in a tough manner on their home turf, or their home court, I should say. And the Lady Dogs are well on their way to their second win in a row and their second win of the season, and a chance to do something they haven't done in a very long time. Go to 1-0 in region play in basketball, and I think that to me is a testament to this senior class for this Lady Dogs, who have stuck it through some very lean years to make it to where we are now, to this senior class who's got a chance to make the playoffs. Again, they made the playoffs, had a chance to make the playoffs last year. They have a chance to make playoffs this year. So this is a team that could play for quite a while. And I'm just so proud of this senior class, and also Coach Green and all the coaching staff who have really kind of taken this program from what it had become, and turning it into a program where winning is kind of an expectation. And when you don't win, it's a disappointing thing. And seeing how they played against Gordon Central, seeing how they're playing tonight against Allatoona in this region matchup, I don't know what the rest of the region schedule is going to be like, but this is a great start. And you have to tip your hat to the Lady Dogs team for playing as well as they are.
Well, it's giving them an opportunity to see things that actually work. It's giving them a chance to understand what Coach Green draws up. It gives them an opportunity to understand that, when things go right, we can win basketball games, and sometimes we have to rely on a little bit of luck. A lot of times, though, you just got to rely on each other and the other four girls that are standing on the court with you, and that's what they've got to do. And in this situation tonight, this has been a really good opportunity for them to kind of flex their muscles a little bit and make some of those things work and get some of those things to go right. We're just under 3 minutes away from the second half starting, so we're going to step away and take another break, and we'll be back with the second half of Cedartown High School basketball here from the Doghouse. The Lady Dogs lead the Allatoona Buccaneers at the half, 40-9. You're listening to Cedartown High School basketball here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the GHSA and the Georgia Athletic Directors Association.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
40-9 your score. That's not a final. That's a halftime score. Lady Bulldogs have been scoring early and scoring often. And we expect a lot of the same here in this second half of play. I would imagine Coach Green, Sam, is probably going to be subbing in and subbing out a lot here in this third period, and maybe giving some of his younger players some action here. And it's a great opportunity to do that because we don't play a JV schedule. We don't have enough players to do that. So this is a great chance to get some of our younger players out there.
Absolutely. You expect to see that. He's already, of course, done a little bit of that here in the first half, but you expect to see more of that in the second half as we are about to get underway here in this second half of action. Third period of play. 8 minutes on the clock. 40-9 is your score. Lady Dogs on top, and the Buccaneers have it. And Camille Solomon will steal right out of the gate. Gives it ahead to Haven Barclay. Barclay to Boozer. Boozer, the lay-in, and it is good there from Kinsley Boozer. Give the assist to Barclay. 42-9 now your score. The Olivier with it, brings it across the timeline. Top of the key, going to work to her right. They go to the free throw line with it. Trying to find an open person. They have to go back to the perimeter. Charlie Todd knocks it away, but it's tracked down by the Buccaneers over off the far side wing. Oh, that's a travel, but they didn't call it. They missed it there. A shot from the high post, no good. Rebound taken by Haven Barclay. Barclay is going to push it ahead for the Lady Dogs. Now she slows it up and waits for the offense to get set up. A good opportunity here to see some of these offensive plays unfold the way you want them to for this Lady Dogs squad. They go to Ware on the baseline. The little floater from the baseline, no good. Charlie Todd with the rebound, the putback, no good. Rebound, putback, no good. Boozer, rebound, putback, no good. So a lot of transition there as Cedartown unable to really get anything to go. And now on the other end, the Buccaneers, they drive the paint. The floater is no good. And Asia Ware comes away with the defensive board for the Lady Dogs, and she'll bring it down the floor herself across the timeline, right at the Bulldog logo. Middle of the floor over to the right side. They go to Barclay with it. Barclay to Ware. Ware to Solomon. Solomon's going to step into another three. This was off the back of the iron. No good. Charlie Todd comes away with the rebound. She's triple teamed, and it's taken away. On the other end, Cedartown again takes it away. Barclay tipped it away. Asia Ware came away with the loose ball. That was as close to a defensive pass as you can make. Haven Barclay is going to fire a three from the right side, just short off the front of the iron. Rebound taken by Camille Solomon. Solomon back to Barclay. Barclay to Todd on the baseline. They go back to Barclay in the paint. Has to give it up to Boozer. Boozer on the backside, and the basket's good. 44-9. They did not box out Boozer, who was left alone on the backside of that play, and she makes them pay for it. Now they're going to work off a high ball screen on the other end of the court, and De Olivier gets that one to fall, and it's 44-11. The Lady Dogs with a commanding lead here in the third period of play. Left side, oh, Boozer was not looking. Solomon went to Boozer. Nobody was home. And so that one is going to be an Allatoona basketball turnover.
That's one of our first unforced turnovers tonight, which is really saying something compared to how it's been past, the first few games of the season.
Left side now. Kind of an awkward-looking shot there from the Buccaneers. Camille Solomon comes away with the rebound, gives it ahead to Barclay. Barclay underneath the basket, back outside to Solomon. The long two, and it's good.
Cannot wait to see what Camille Solomon does in the future years for this Lady Bulldogs team. Already a strong freshman force on this team, playing like a veteran.
Olivier with it in the corner, going to try to work. Drives, a little floater, no good. And that one is going to be out of bounds. Asia Ware almost went for the rebound, but then pulled back at the last moment. So Cedartown will get the basketball back with 5:06 remaining here in the third period. Solomon brings it down the floor for the Lady Dogs. Across the timeline, going to work off a high ball screen there from Barclay. Then they go back to Barclay, top of the key, left side to Boozer. Boozer to Barclay. Barclay, top of the key, trying to direct traffic. They're going to set almost a double screen, it looked like there. Now they'll swing it around to the right side. Solomon with a three in, good. Camille Solomon hits from beyond the arc for the second time tonight. 49-11. Olivier with it. Top of the key. Now they're going to try to go baseline to Richie. Richie trying to work around the big, tall center for the Lady Dogs. And Charlie Todd gets called for the foul. That's just her first.
There have not been many fouls in this game by either side.
Very few. A clean ball game so far. You are right about that. Inbounds pass knocked away, contested. Boozer comes away with it ahead to Barclay. Barclay left side, off the glass and good. Haven Barclay having herself a night.
When Haven gets open like that and she can get underneath for that layup, it's almost automatic. I mean, she's just so graceful doing that.
Working off of the near side wing. They'll go back to the top of the key. De Oliveira puts it on the floor, almost loses it. Now they'll tie it up, and a late jump ball called.
Should be Cedartown's ball.
It is. Cedartown basketball. Camille Solomon once again got in there and tied it up, and we've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 51-11 is your score. 4:09 left here in the third. We'll be back here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Lady Dogs basketball out of the timeout. We'll go ahead to Barclay. Now back to Solomon, top of the key, left side to Boozer. Boozer far side on the wing, back to the top of the key. Now they're going to shift the offense to the right. Now back to the middle of the floor. They'll go to Barclay. Barclay left side, three on the way, just off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound tracked down there by the Buccaneers. They'll give it ahead to De Oliveira. She'll bring it across the timeline. Trying to work it to the free throw line. Knocked away, but the loose ball picked up by Tiggs. Now they'll go to the right side. They'll try to get it to Ritchie. Ritchie back outside to De Oliveira with it, working off the wing. Now she'll go top of the key. She's going to go all the way from left to right. Tries to drive the perimeter. Runs into Charlie Todd, and then we've got a jump ball called as Kinsley Boozer tied it up with her. And it will remain Buccaneers basketball with 12 on the shot clock. 3:26 left here in the third period. 51-31 your score. The inbounds will trigger from the baseline. They'll go in left side into the corner. It's Chapman with it. Now back to De Oliveira. Over to the right side. Come back to the wing. A three on the way. That one was contested. Asia Ware comes away with the rebound, and they're going to push it ahead. Ware with it, going right side, coast to coast. The transition basket, no good.
Rolls out of bounds off of Allatoona. Cedartown will keep the possession.
Ware was a little late going up with that shot, which just threw its angle off. But we'll get another crack at it here. Ware will trigger. Solomon a three. The catch and the shot, and it's good. There from Camille Solomon, who is now hit from three times. De Oliveira with it, trying to drive the lane. Has to give outside to Ritchie. Ritchie has it knocked away by Solomon. Loose ball picked up by Chapman. They'll go outside to Ritchie. Now that one's knocked away by Asia Ware. Ware will corral the loose ball right at half court and slow up and wait for an offense. Another steal from this Lady Dogs defense. Camille Solomon with it, working to the right side. Now come back to the left. Top of the key, they'll go to Boozer. Boozer to Ware. Ware going to be in the corner. They'll go back to Boozer. Boozer working off the wing. She comes to Solomon. Solomon another three. Off the front of the iron, no good. Charlie Todd trying to get the loose ball out of bounds. Last touch by Cedartown. It'll be Buccaneers basketball. 2:26 left to play here in the third. Cedartown with a commanding lead, 54-11. Sam Branch alongside Andrew Carter bringing you Cedartown High School Lady Dogs region basketball here from the Doghouse on Tuesday night. They'll go from the elbow. That shot was up and no good. Loose ball tracked down there by Haven Barclay. Barclay will give ahead to Asia Ware. Ware will slow things up for the Lady Dogs. Brings it across the timeline right at the Lady Dog or Bulldog logo. Left side they go to Boozer. Boozer working off the wing, goes back to the top of the key. Going to work around to the right side. They'll go back to Boozer. Boozer will go to Camille Solomon. Solomon from the corner, back to Boozer. Boozer back to Solomon. She's going to pull another three. This one's going to be off its mark, but Charlie Todd is there for the rebound. The putback was no good, and that rebound is taken by the Buccaneers. De Oliveira with it on the other end of the floor for Allatoona. Runs into a double team there. And we've got a jump ball called as she tied it up with Haven Barclay. Charlie Todd also supplying some defense there for the Lady Dogs. Cedartown basketball, mass substitutions coming in.
4 of the 5 coming out.
You'll have Anna Kate Bussey, Isabella Rosser, Naindi Spoon, and Chastity Washington check into the game for the Lady Dogs. Asia Ware, the only one to stay out of the 5 that were on the floor. Ware brings it down the floor for the Lady Dogs across the timeline, middle of the floor. Going to go to the left side to Ware. Excuse me, she went to Bussey. Now back to Ware, back to Bussey. Bussey left wing. Comes back to Washington. Washington top of the key. They'll go to Asia Ware. Ware's going to fire a three. That one is no good. Rebound, Anna Kate Bussey. The putback, it's no good. Naomi Spoon comes down with the rebound, and we've got another jump ball called.
That's going to go over to the Lady Buccaneers. 1:03 left to play, third period, 54-11.
They trigger into De Oliveira. Left side, long two on the way, no good. Loose ball. Chastity Washington comes away with it for the Lady Dogs. She has to give it up. She goes to Rosser. Rosser will give it to Ware. Ware will bring it across the floor for the Lady Dogs. Back to the top of the key into Washington. Washington left side now to Bussey. Bussey going to go to the baseline to Rosser. Now they'll go to Washington. Washington, the shot is up and no good. Rebound taken by the Buccaneers. De Oliveira trying to weave in and out of the defense. The shot from the paint, no good. Asia Ware comes away with the rebound. Just no good looks there from Allatoona as the Cedartown defense has been playing extremely well tonight. Anna Kate Bussey with it, top of the key. Shot clock is off. 12 seconds left here in the third. Washington to Spoon. Spoon's going to fire a three, no good. Shot was long. Rebound. Buccaneers, loose ball, stolen at midcourt by Chastity Washington. Last minute, good. Got it to go. Chastity Washington providing some fireworks to end the third, and it's 56-11. We'll head to the final frame. We'll be back after this break here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the GHSA.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
56-11 as we head to the final frame. It'll be a 6-minute period, and Cedartown will have the ball. Allatoona is just now breaking huddle. Looks like it'll be Ware, Bussey, Washington, Spoon, and Rosser, your starting five here in this fourth period.
Asia Ware will trigger from the far sideline. They'll go into Washington. Washington will bring it into the front court. Over to the right side they go to Bussey. Bussey top of the key now to Ware. Ware's going to try to drive the defense. Little floater, and that one's good from Asia Ware. She's having herself a night as well. I mean,
everybody's having themselves a night tonight.
3 Lady Dogs in double figures. Foul on the floor, and this one's going to be against Chastity Washington. That's going to be her second. Like you said, Andrew, a very clean game so far for both squads. A steal off the inbounds. Washington with it. She's going to take it to the glass, and it's good. Chastity Washington. She says, I draw the foul, but then I come back and put you some points on the board, Coach. 60-11 is your score. 5.5 minutes left to play here in this fourth period. De Oliveira with it. Left side, they'll go to Ritchie. Ritchie fires a three. That one was blocked by Asia Ware. Rebound comes down from Naomi Spoon. Now they'll go ahead to Washington. Washington with it. Oh, tried to get some help, but that one was intercepted by De Oliveira. She's going to drive, tries to get around Ware. Goes to the right side. High shot off the arc. No good. Another high shot, no good. And that rebound was taken by Chastity Washington. Washington goes ahead to Bussey. Bussey, and that lay-in is good. Anna Kate Bussey with her first basket of the night. Under 5 left to play. De Oliveira with it. Left side to Ritchie. Ritchie working off the wing near side. Back to the top of the key. They'll work it around the horn. Right side. Now back to De Oliveira. Top of the key. They try to get it in the paint. That one was knocked away by Washington, and then Spoon also got a hand on it. But the Buccaneers come away with it. Left side, Ricci fires a three. That one is no good. Out of bounds, Cedartown basketball.
I'll tell you, if Naomi Spoon can get a basket, everybody who's played tonight will have scored.
We've got Camille Solomon checking back into the game as Chastity Washington comes out, and it will be Solomon that'll bring it down the floor for the Lady Dogs. Across the timeline, right at the Bulldog logo, right side, now to Asia Ware. Ware working off the wing. Goes around to De Oliveira, the little floater, no good. Rebound taken by the Buccaneers and then knocked away there by Bussey. But they get it right back. Over to the right side into the corner. Asia Ware steps in, intercepts that pass. Loose ball. Ware picks it up in the front court for the Lady Dogs. The Buccaneers had a chance to get it back, but Ware was there to corral it. Top of the key now. Left side, they'll go to Solomon. Solomon to Bussey. Bussey to Ware. Ware's going to step into a three. That one's off the mark. Right side. Bussey with the rebound. Gives it back outside to Ware. Ware's now going to drive the lane from the baseline. Shot up. No good. Couple of rebounds and shots up for the Lady Dogs. I think those were from Isabella Rosser.
Yes.
And then out of bounds. And it's going to stay Cedartown basketball. We were headed down to set up for defensive possession there. But instead, it's Lady Dogs basketball. We'll take it. Solomon will check it into Bussey. Bussey goes to Boozer. Boozer back to Solomon. Solomon back to Kinsley Boozer. They'll go to the right side to Rosser. Rosser trying to get it to Spoon. Spoon gets it, trying to work around Ricci. And now we're going to get a double dribble called. You can tell they're trying to get Naomi Spoon a basket, and it's just not going their way. Charlie Todd is going to check into the game.
She's going to get Rosser.
Yep. No, they're going to get Bussey. 3:27 left to play here in the fourth period. Lady Dogs 62, Allatoona 11. Oliviera with it across the timeline, working to the right side. They'll go to Ricci in the corner. Ricci trying to work around Todd, has to give it baseline jumper, no good. Rebound, Naomi Spoon.
Nice rebound there by Spoon.
Spoon gives it ahead to Camille Solomon. Solomon far sideline. She's going to come near sideline now to Boozer. Boozer working off the wing. Goes back to the middle of the floor. Top of the key. Now we'll back it up to the Bulldog logo. Left side to Solomon. Solomon's going to work around the defense. Oh, tries to give it to Charlie Todd, and it was just about a foot over her head. And so that one too hot to handle. Buccaneers basketball. Buccaneers will check it in. They'll go to De Oliveira with it. She'll bring it down the floor for the Buccaneers. Over to the right side to Ricci. Trying to work it around the horn. They go to the left side into the wing. Now they're going to try to go around Spoon. They try to drive the lane, and we've got a jump ball called.
Cedartown ball.
A little slow on the whistle there, but that's okay, and the clock is continuing to run, and we will let it run. No complaints from these folks. Todd checks it into Solomon. Under 2.5 minutes left to play. Solomon across the timeline, left side to Boozer. Boozer working off the wing. Now she goes back to the top of the key to Rosser. Rosser to Solomon. Solomon's going to try to drive. Fade away. Good. Camille Solomon from about 15 feet out made the fadeaway baseline jumper fall, and it's 64-11. Oliviera with it. Top of the key. Turns her back to the defense. Goes to the left side. They're going to try to drive the baseline. Runs into Charlie Todd. Is Moore. That one tipped away by Solomon. Todd gets it, goes ahead to Camille Solomon. Solomon gives it ahead to Spoon. Spoon, the layup too hard.
But she got fouled.
But she was fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line and shoot two. So a chance for Nyenvi Spoon to get on the board here.
Look at the look at the smile on her face.
And this is, I believe, only our third trip to the free throw line tonight.
I think
or maybe
so.
the second.
Maybe only our second, honestly.
Well, I believe it is because we were 1 for 2 in the first half, and we haven't made a trip in the second half. So just the second time to the free throw line tonight. Nyenvi Spoon, first free throw attempt is up and no good. Off the back of the iron. They want her to get a basket here.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
If you do, if she makes this one, you're going to hear about it. The second one.
Yes. Off the glass.
65-11.
Just like Coach Jolly taught it when I was in school. Way back when.
De Oliveira with it. Left side, they'll go to Moore. Back to De Oliveira. Right side now, they're going to work it around. Back to the left side. They'll go far side. A three on the way from Ritchie. No good. Tipped away. Boozer comes away with the loose ball rebound. She's double teamed in the corner. Gets it ahead to Solomon. Good heads up play there by the young freshman for the Lady Dogs to come back for help. Trying to get around De Oliveira, playing good defense. Knocks it away.
Didn't knock it away.
Buccaneers basketball. A lot of action there in the near corner.
Yeah, apparently just lost the handle. That's what the official said.
De Oliveira with it. Right side. Oh, that's an up and down.
Uh-huh.
And they get her for it. That was number 21, Avery Belcher. So Cedartown will get the ball back with under a minute to play. It checks into Boozer. Boozer will bring it into the Lady Dogs front court. Top of the key, left side. Isabella Rosser with a three, no good. Rebound. And we've got a foul called on Cedartown.
Going to get Spoon, I think, on the reach around. 46 seconds to go.
We'll check it into De Oliveira. Buccaneers will bring it across the timeline. Top of the key, now to the right side. Back to De Oliveira. Working off the wing. They'll go far side to Ritchie. Ritchie going to try to drive the baseline. And she is forced out of the bounds by some really good defense there from Charlie Todd. Just used her body and made Ritchie walk the tightrope. And she was out of bounds. So the Lady Dogs get it back with under 30 on the clock. Boozer, Lady Dog logo, right side to Solomon. Solomon fires the three off the iron, no good. Rebound Spoon. Spoon goes back outside to Rosser. The shot hits up and it's no good. Rebound taken by the Buccaneers.
Oh, stolen by Camille Solomon, who lays it in quickly.
67-11, and that's going to do it here from Cedartown High School on this region opener on a Tuesday night. De Oliveira is going to try to drive. Runs into a wall, and that will do it. The Cedartown Lady Dogs win one in style here to open region play from the Doghouse on a Tuesday night. 67-11 is your final. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll come back, wrap this one up, and get ready for the boys' game. You're listening to Cedartown High School basketball here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, two Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Livewire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and price to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
Well, Samuel, it was all Lady Bulldogs in this one, 67-11. And Cedartown picks up their second win in a row and their first win in their first game of region action. They are 1-0 in region play, 2-4 overall. And a good night was had by all, including 3 Lady Dogs well into double figures.
Yeah, you've got Kinsley Boozer that finished the night with 21 points. Camille Solomon had 17 points. Haven Barclay with 14 points. Then you get to Asia Ware with 6, Chastity Washington with 4, Anna Kate Bussey with 2, Isabella Rosser with 2, and Nyenby Spoon with that single shot there from the free throw line that made it so that every Lady Dog that took the floor tonight, except for Charlie Todd, finishes with a mark in the point column. But just a fantastic, dominating performance by our Lady Dogs tonight. They finished tonight with 39 total team rebounds. They shot 50% from the charity stripe, 46% from the floor, 62.2% there from two-point range. So just a fantastic performance from this Lady Dog squad and a fantastic performance from a couple of individual Lady Dogs, which is going to make it a little bit hard tonight to choose our FCA player of the game for this Lady Dog squad. You've got 3 girls in double figures and a lot of the other really hard-working ladies that put a lot into this win tonight.
This is a really hard decision, Sam, but I'm going to have to go with Kinsley Boozer. I mean, Boozer, not only was she did she have the most points, but she just led the team with just enthusiasm and was a big cheerleader when she was sitting out the last part of the ball game. I mean, goodness knows, I mean, she could have scored 25 or 30 points had she been out there longer.
And check out these stats. I've already told you the 21 points. She finished tonight with 6 rebounds. She was 100%, 1 for 1 from the charity stripe, 10 for 13 from the floor tonight. Kinsley Boozer is your FCA player of the game for tonight's region opener as the Lady Dogs defeat Allatoona by a final score of 67-11.
All right, folks, we're going to send it back to the radio station. The Allatoona Buccaneers and the Cedartown Bulldogs boys basketball team will be in action here in about 15 minutes. So stay tuned. We'll have all that for you here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network. The Big AA. Final score, Lady Bulldogs 67 and the Lady Bucks of Allatoona 11 here on the Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network.
W291 TS Cedartown. Your home for the Cedartown High School Bulldogs. AM 1340 and now 106.1 FM WG.